Hey guys, I have the 2 versus 2 match you requested, and I'm pretty sure it's on Dead Marshes. I don't quite remember the teams, but we are going to watch it right now. So let's see, we've got me here, I am Men, and I'm playing... No, I'm not playing with Serbo, I'm playing with B. Yeah, B is my good friend in real life, and he is Isengard, and we are playing against Serbo. He's playing with Sam Winchester, I think he is Eomer, and we're playing against also Painjor, he is also a player from Greece, and Pau, he is also from Greece as well. So we've got 4 players here from Greece. I don't remember anything about this match, but I think the best team right now is Eomer and Serbo. Obviously they are the most experienced in this particular matchup. And let me just say for beginning, 2 versus 2 versus 2 is most of the times unfair, since we've got 3 teams, so basically one team will most of the times get double teamed. For example, I much prefer to play a Mordor 2 versus 2 versus 2 versus 2, so we've got 4 teams there, and basically 2 teams can fight each other at a time. No double teamings are involved most of the times in Mordor, where in Dead Marshes, because we have 3 teams only, we will see lots of double teamings. So let's see, Painjor and Pau are starting with Felbeast, and Pau has already made his glowing and he's already attacking B, and as you can see, Serbo is focusing on me. He's sending some builder to make a forward mine near my fortress, and of course Eomer is attacking Painjor's base. This is interesting. B here is doing very nice defending. Of course he has Felbeast, but you can see Painjor is not very experienced. He is using his Felbeast to attack B's lurch and not attack his fortress. Of course I'm trying to help him with a heroic statue, and of course I will bring some army soon enough. And my Boromir here is here as well, and here comes B crossbowman, which will drive Felbeast off. I think, like I told you, Painjor and Pau are not very experienced. But still Painjor manages to save his Felbeast, and in the meantime Serbo is attacking my fortress. Of course I don't have my Boromir nearby, so I know I'm in a lot of trouble here. I only got 2 units of spearmen and 1 unit of rangers, and Serbo here manages to take a very good position on my fortress, but I managed to take a good position on his glowing, and I'm causing major damage to him. I don't think I have rebuilt yet. Perhaps I will choose it now. Here it comes, and I'm pretty sure glowing is going down. Yes, he is dead, and let's see if Serbo will manage to take down my fortress with the rest of his units. I don't think so, but this first attack was very good against my fortress. And here comes my Boromir back. I don't think I would be able to save my fortress if my Boromir wouldn't come in time, because those axe throwers are causing major damage to structures, and there were still a lot of them before Boromir came. And here comes B to the rescue to help me defend, and I know that Serbo has made a forward mine somewhere around here, and he's uploading more troops, so I want to send my spearmen to destroy his barracks. But here I see that more units are coming. Boromir's Horn of Gondor isn't loaded yet, so perhaps my fortress will go down. And let's see what we've got here. In the meantime, Eomer is pushing Painjor's base, and he has already caused some damage to his fortress. Let's go back to my fortress. I don't think I'm going to save it right now. Yeah, Boromir's Horn of Gondor wasn't reloaded yet, so unfortunately I did lose my fortress over the very last minute. And you can see me destroying this forward mine, so perhaps if I did manage to defend against this attack as well, perhaps I would have saved my fortress. Very bad start for me and B. And let me say, I don't like how Eomer is playing. He's focusing on attacking a different player than his teammate Serbo. You did see that Serbo did pretty good against me on his attack. And perhaps if Eomer had helped him, perhaps all my buildings would have been destroyed and perhaps I would be out of the game. Besides that, I don't think that Eomer is playing with a hero. He's just spamming lots of units, and perhaps if he had his Thranduil, perhaps then he could have killed my remaining builders. So Penjor and Pau are focusing on Eomer right now. Since he was the one attacking Penjor's base, now they are going to focus on him. So this is basically good for us, for me and B. We will have some time to recover. I mean, you can see how much in bad shape I am here. I still got 2 builders left, but I don't have many structures. And Eomer is playing with cavalry already. I think he has his green pasture near Serbo's base, and he is producing some lancers. But in the meantime, Penjor and Pau are attacking Eomer's base. Excuse me, Pau is attacking Eomer's base and Serbo is trying to attack Penjor's base with his glowing. And let's see how we are doing in money. I'm of course gathering some money to make a new fortress, and basically the rest of the players have around 1 and 2,000. And let's see how Serbo is doing. I think he's going to take down Penjor's fortress. Yes, he will. Of course, his glowing was level 4, but he didn't use Shake Foundation, or perhaps we didn't see it. So Serbo here without trouble is taking down the Mordor fort, but in the meantime, excuse me, we missed that. Eomer's fortress is down. Of course, Pau did a very nice job attacking Eomer's base, and I'm surprised that Eomer lost his fortress, since he did play solo with infantry, and perhaps he would be able to defend his base a little better. I'm not sure what Eomer was doing here, but we can see he has most of his troops to help Serbo attack, so perhaps this is why he lost his fortress. One way or another, very well played by Pau for a guy as little experienced as he is. He's doing very nice. We did see at the beginning he tried to attack B, of course with no success, but after that he helped Penjor attack on his side, and they did a very nice job taking down Eomer's fortress. I think Eomer and Serbo will start focusing on Pau's fortress right now, because they know they have crippled me and B. Since they did take down my fortress, they know that it's going to be a while before I will gather up some resources and make a new fortress, and it will be even longer before I make some stronger army. So they're basically focusing on the 2 weakest players of this game to gather up some power points, and after that be able to come and wipe out me and B. But here Pau is playing really nice. He has a very large force to defend his base. I'm not sure if he will succeed, since he is being attacked by 2 armies. Yeah, of course, Pao's fortress is going down. He still has a pretty large force. Perhaps if he did a counter attack and tried to attack Serbo's base, perhaps he could have taken down his fortress as well. But Eomer is continuing to destroy the rest of his buildings along with the help of his cavalry, of course. Remember, Rivendell Lancers are very weak in armor, but they're doing excellent damage against structures. And here B comes as well to join the fight, and I'm not sure what he's aiming for here. I mean, he doesn't have Lerch, he only has one unit of spearmen and 2 units of crossbowmen. Oh no, here comes Lerch as well. His Lerch is level 4, so perhaps he will manage to kill Serbo's Gloin. Yes, here comes the cripple by B. And here comes Serbo's Men of Dale to help him defend. Here comes his heal as well. I don't think B has a chance here to kill Gloin, and of course very wisely he draws Lerch back. And in the meantime Eomer is attacking my base with a large force of Rivendell Lancers, and you can see I'm making another fort near the edge of my base to protect it as better as I can. I'm not sure where my Boromir is. I think, yes, I'm sending him to upgrade to that layer. I want to reach level 5 and have leadership for my troops. Of course, Boromir becomes a lot stronger by providing leadership for his troops. And I have to tell you, I'm not seeing any buildings by Penjor. Perhaps I missed that. Perhaps Penjor is out of the game already. And we've only got Pau from this team. In the meantime, Eomer is focusing on destroying some of my farms and of course some buildings from B. And I think Eomer will start making another fortress soon. He must have enough resources so far. Let's see. Some Winchester. No, he only has 650. Perhaps he did spend all his money on his troops to make that large force of Rivendell Lancers. And B has already upgraded his forces. I have to tell you, B was very helpful during this time when I did manage to gather up some resources. He helped me a lot. I think he sent me around 2 or maybe 3,000, I don't quite remember, to help me build a new fortress and of course have the ability to make some larger force to defend my base if needed. And here B, after he is seeing that I have made a new fortress and I now can defend my base on my own, he is switching from defense to offense and decides perhaps to attack. I'm not sure where, but we are going to see soon. And here comes Serbo to finish off Pau. I think Pau is already making a new fortress, but he's going to lose it for sure if Serbo spots it and decides to attack it. I think Pau needs to destroy that building, get back the 5,000 and make it somewhere else where perhaps it will be safer to build. But for sure those guys are not going to give him any chance. They are going to attack him at full force and try to wipe him out of the game. You can see why I decided to make my fortress right here. With only one tower you basically can cover all the distance that you might be attacked. Perhaps the back of my fortress is undefended, but I'm not worried about my back of my fortress, since if any troops will want to come back from here, they will have to pass through B's base and I will have enough time to spot them and move my spearmen on the back of my fortress. So I only have to worry about my front line And you can see with only one tower, of course, some rangers inside, and I think I have already upgraded to fire arrows. Of course, some spearmen on the bottom and Boromir are enough to protect my base. Here Eomer is continuing to play with no hero tactic. Of course, he is spending all his money on upgrading his horses. He has already upgraded their weapons and perhaps he will upgrade their armor soon enough. Yeah, and here Pau is out of the game, like I told you it would happen. So it's me and B versus Eomer and Serbo. And you can see me recruiting Aragorn as well, of course. If you want to play some defense for start, Aragorn and Boromir are the best choices. And I also have my Theoden, which I want him nearby my archers to level up if an attack is coming. Of course, I want to reach him at level 4 and after that start recruiting some Rohirrim, which if Theoden is already level 4 will be a lot stronger from the start to attack any base I want. And you can see now B is facing a strong attack after Eomer had come and killed some of our troops. Now Serbo is coming as well with his glowing and 3 units of spearmen and 1 unit of axe throwers, and of course he's summoning his men of Dale, but I have 1 unit of rangers inside my tower, so it will be pretty easy to kill most of his troops. The only trouble is glowing, which of course B is targeting with his spearmen and perhaps some of his berserkers. No, he's not just with his spearmen, but his spearmen is upgraded, have upgraded their weapons, remember, so they are doing a lot of damage right now. Here comes Serbo's heal on his glowing. B is not moving those units of spearmen yet, now he is. And let's see, here comes my heal structure, perhaps we will, yes we will manage to save B's fortress on this attack. And remember, those guys decided to attack on their own again, so this is mostly the reason why this attack failed. I mean, if Eomer would have come with all that large force of Rivendell launchers and perhaps took a good position on B's fortress, perhaps his fort would have gone down by so far. B has upgraded his fortress armor. Of course, a very wise choice when you are up against such a large force. And here Eomer is trying an attack against my base. Of course, I have used my Boromir's Horn of Gondor and I am now upgrading, leveling up my heroes. Here comes Tom Bombadil as well to help me defend my heroes. And you can see how fast Aragorn is leveling up. I have already reached him at level 4, so he now provides leadership for my troops as well. And of course the Blade Master will be very helpful against any other attack.
Protect these lands. Advance.
I'm not sure. Yes, here is my King Theoden. I'm not sure what level he is. No, he's still level 1. So it's time for me to start attacking some of his farms to try to level up my Theoden. But here B is trying an attack against Serbo's base. He has taken a good position on Serbo's fortress, and I'm sure that Lerch is here somewhere attacking Serbo's fortress. Yes, here is Lerch. He doesn't have Carnage yet. He's going to use it soon enough, I think. Here comes B, Wildman of Dunland as well. No, B hasn't chosen Carnage yet, and too bad he's going to lose his Lerch. Perhaps with his Carnage and perhaps with a heal from me, we would be able to cause more damage to Serbo's fortress. Of course, Serbo must have his rebuild. I'm not sure. Yeah, he would be able to choose his rebuild, but of course he didn't need to. And look at this, Eomer is still playing with no fortress. Perhaps his purpose is on spamming units, so why the need of a fortress? But look at how many power points he has. Eomer already has 35 power points, so he would be able to choose the ends from the start. If he made a new fortress right now, he would be able to have the ends right away, and of course take down one of mine or B's fortresses. So perhaps now he is making a fortress, but perhaps he is too late. I mean, I don't think he did take this game very seriously. You can see how different he is playing, just spamming units, no heroes. Perhaps he's trying new tactics since the players were not very experienced on this one. But perhaps this tactic will backfire on him. I mean, I already have my Theoden and some Rohirrim. I have a safe base near my fortress. I've got my two heroes. B is doing really nice. He has an upgraded army. Of course, his Lerch is level 10. He has a tower from me. So things are going to be tough right now. Look at how many units Eomer is producing. And here Serbo is coming for my fort now. He's glowing, must be, yeah, he is level 8 and he's going to be level 10 soon. I have Eomer as well now in order to give me more money when I attempt an attack. And here B is playing really nice. He's bringing his berserkers to help me defend. Of course, berserkers are very useful against heroes. And here come my two heroes targeting, of course, he's glowing. Remember, Aragorn's Blade Master is doing a lot of damage. I think Serbo has already used his heal, and perhaps his glowing will go down very soon. Yes, he does, and of course Aragorn is grabbing another level, which will come handy. And of course, along with the use of Boromir's level 2 skill, the Horn of Gondor, we have no trouble killing all those units by Serbo. But in the meantime, Eomer is attacking B's base, of course with a large force of infantry. But here comes my King Theoden with his cavalry, of course, to the rescue. A very nice cooperation here by me and B. B defended my base with his Lerch and some infantry units, and I defended his base with my cavalry. Of course, the way it was supposed to be, because B would have trouble defending his base with his infantry, but me with cavalry, I had no trouble killing all those units by Eomer. So a very nice cooperation indeed. But still, those guys have a lot of farms, they have a very stable economy. Me and B don't have much, as you can see on the map. And right now, Eomer has his fortress, so perhaps he will choose his ends. Of course, he went for the ends first. This is the wise thing to do. So perhaps on the next attack we would find it very difficult to defend. And Teomer has decided to play with Glorfindel. Of course, Glorfindel provides the best defense against cavalry. If you level him up first, of course, so he is sending him to some of my farms in order to destroy them and level him up. He wants to get the Blade of Purity first at level 3, and of course after that he wants to get the Wind Rider at level 6, which increases his armor significantly. And perhaps if he is lucky, he will manage to reach him at level 10 and be able to stun any incoming attack. Glorfindel at level 10 is very powerful, but he's very weak at lower levels. Look at that farm. I mean, he has already lost half his health, more than half his health by that farm. And in the meantime, I am destroying some of their farms, trying to lower their command points and of course their income. But here they, both Eomer and Serbo are coming in for an attack. Serbo with his glowing and his infantry units, of course, and Eomer with Glorfindel, Legolas now and some units of spearmen. Let's see how this defense will go. Again, B is playing very nice. He's coming to help me defend. But Eomer is already taking a good position on my fortress, and here comes my Cloudbreak, of course, to the rescue. If I wouldn't have Cloudbreak, I would be in a lot of trouble by all those spearmen by Eomer. But here comes his Ents as well, trying to take down my tower. A very strong attack. Of course, Tom Bombadil is here to help me kill all those spearmen by Eomer, and his Ents are doing a very nice job. They have already taken down my tower, so it's only Serbo's troops right now. I'm not sure where his glowing is. I think we have managed to kill him already. And yeah, I think another unsuccessful attack by Serbo and Eomer, and this time they did try to attack together. They did cause some damage. They did take down my stables. They took down my tower, and of course some farms that were in the way. But all in all, I think this was a very successful defense by me and B. We managed to lose only a couple of buildings, and did cause major damage to those guys' army. And of course B knows that after a successful defense, then it is the time to attack your opponent, and very wisely I think I have reached my 25 power point, yes, the earthquake, and I have used it already. And here comes my cavalry, of course targeting Serbo's fortress, and along with Theoden's glorious charge. B is coming to attack his fortress as well. Eomer is using his Cloudbreak now, but I think it's already too late. I have 2 units level 5, so they are not frozen by the Cloudbreak. Here comes B, Wildmen of Dunland, and of course we are going to take down most of those guys' buildings. Gloin is now level 10, so he is using his level 10 skill to kill most of B's troops and some of my cavalry units. And I think B lost his Lurch somewhere. And here Serbo has been defeated. Of course, a very nice play here by B who lead the charge. He led the charge. I mean, I wouldn't be sure if I wanted to attack, but B there was there and told me this is the time we need to attack right now, since we did kill most of their troops when they attacked. I knew that B was right, and of course joining him did lead to a happy ending, since we did take down Serbo's fortress, and of course we did take him out of the game as well. Here Eomer is still alive, but it's 2 versus 1 now, so of course the odds are in our favor. Remember, I have all these cavalry units, 3 level 5 units right now, and I'm going to upgrade their weapons and armor soon. I think I have already, and my base is pretty much safe with that tower and my 2 heroes on the bottom. B's base is pretty safe as well. He has a tower by me, he has some spearmen on the back, some berserkers, so I don't think we are worrying about defending right now. We just have to figure out how we are going to take down Eomer as well. And yeah, this game is going to end pretty soon. I mean, Eomer might attempt another attack, but I think it doesn't matter. It's just a matter of time before Eomer is going to lose his fort as well. So I think there are a couple of facts I want to point out right here. First of all, when you're playing 2 versus 2 versus 2, or perhaps when you're playing in Mordor in pairs, it's absolutely important to attack together with your teammate. Here we did see at the beginning Eomer attacked on a different side, Serbo attacked on his own. Of course Serbo but after that, sorry about that. What I was saying is that it's absolutely important to work well with your teammate, attack together and then defend together when needed. And in this particular occasion, although Eomer and Serbo are probably the 2 most experienced players in this match, we did see that they did not cooperate well together, so perhaps this is why they lost. I mean, even Penjor and Pau, who were the most inexperienced players of this game, I think they did work better together than those 2 guys. And of course, another important fact was the place I decided to build my fortress. Remember, if you lose your fortress, I almost never decide to build it at the same place again, since there are much better places to make a fortress and be able to defend it a lot better. Look at this place with only 1 tower. Look at how large forces I managed to defend. Because if my fortress was in the middle, like in the beginning, I don't think I would be able to defend against this attack where both Eomer and Serbo attacked me, and of course Eomer used his ends as well. And here Eomer is trying a counter attack, he's summoning his ends. I'm targeting one of his ends, but I'm not sure if I'm going to make it. Of course B has a lot of spearmen. So one end is down. I don't think Eomer is trying to attack B's fortress. He knows that he's not going to take it down, of course, along with me having rebuilt. So he's just targeting some of his buildings right now, trying to cause as much damage as he can. So yeah, another failed attack, and this game, like I told you, will end pretty soon. And here B is coming as well for an attack. Of course I want to target the rest of Eomer's buildings first before I attack his fortress. And here I take a good position on Eomer's fortress. I think Eomer has used his mist in order to lower our leadership, but remember my 3 units are all level 5 and they have taken a good position on Eomer's fortress, so perhaps we will take it down. Here Eomer is using his Tomb Badil very nicely to defend his base, and I have to tell you, things are not looking good already. I have already lost all my units. I think it's only now B's units attacking Eomer's fortress. And I already have the Army of the Dead. Of course, it's not needed right now.
Oh, the song is over.
And I think Eomer's fortress is already rebuilding from our last attack, so this is very unfortunate. It will reach full health a lot faster right now. But yeah, my point was that the most important parts of this game was firstly the fact that Eomer and Serbo didn't work together. Secondly, I think the place that I had made my new fortress was very helpful in regards of me being able to defend against all those attacks. And of course, if you are able to defend against those attacks, then attacking on your own is a lot easier after you have successfully killed an attack from your opponent. And besides that, I would also like to point out that most of these games is absolutely crucial to attack your opponent and wipe him entirely out of the game. I mean, Serbo did attack me at the first place. He took down my fortress, but then leave me alone for like 15, maybe 20 minutes, which obviously gave me enough time to recover, get back on my feet and establish a safe defense, which of course in the case where you are men, this is not the best case scenario. You don't want to give time to your opponent if he is man, and here Serbo did do very nice at the beginning, but after that they give me a break and let me recover, which was obviously a mistake. Of course, I would like to point out that B was extremely helpful in this particular game. He sent me tons of money when I needed them, and of course helped me defend, and besides that he helped attacking as well. So yeah, you can see how unlucky me and B were. Eomer's fortress was already rebuilding, so even if we did destroy 2/3 of its health, it will now reach full health again in less than 2 minutes. And here B is using his watcher really nice, managing to kill most of Eomer's troops. Of course, Eomer wouldn't be able to take down B's fortress with those troops, but most probably he would destroy most of B's farms. So very nice use of B's power points here. That Marshes is a really cool map, but like I told you, I don't like playing 2 versus 2 versus 2 very much, because like I told you, most of the times one of the teams is going to get double teamed, or even if it will not get double teamed, one team will have to stand out of the fight and let the other two teams fighting, which is obviously not good. You are allowing your opponents to gather up power points when you are just sitting back. I very much prefer to play in Mordor when it's matches in pairs, and here Eomer is summoning his ents again. This time very successful place to make his ends, but B has already fire arrows on his fortress, so he has already taken down one of his ends, and his B's spearmen are coming away to help kill the rest of the ends. Of course my rebuild will come soon enough. And in the meantime I'm trying to destroy most of the resource buildings by Eomer. Remember, it's safer to resource kill your opponent if he has a strong defense. Resource kill him first, not give him any money to make a larger force and stronger defense, and after that attack his fortress, of course. What you also manage by this is leveling up your troops before attacking your opponent's fortress, which leveled up troops have a lot better damage. Look at this, 3 units of level 5 Rohirrim again for me. This will obviously help me a lot on attacking Eomer's fortress. And of course I have both my 25 power points recharged now. I have both Earthquake and Army of the Dead, so I think the next attack will be the last one. Even if Eomer has all those towers, I don't think he will be able to withstand another attack from me and B together. I mean, I will probably use my Earthquake somewhere around here, take down most of all of Eomer's towers and of course his fortress fortifications, and after that I think I will use my Army of the Dead, killing most of his spearmen, and then bring my cavalry to finish the job on his fortress. I think B must have reached his 25 power point. No, he hasn't. He has chosen the Watcher, of course, to defend that last attack. And here comes the Army of the Dead. Like I told you, Earthquake first, then Army of the Dead. And although I haven't brought my cavalry yet, I did that because B was approaching with his infantry units. I think my cavalry will come soon enough. I am healing some of them because I lost some of my Rohirrim when I was attacking Eomer's farms. Here Eomer did use his 25 power point, of course, not to defend his base, but to destroy some of my buildings. And yeah, this game is over. Well played by Eomer, although I think he did not take that game seriously from the start, and perhaps this is what cost him the game. I mean, Serbo did play really nice here with his dwarves, but Eomer I think helped him very little by spamming units. Spamming units might be very useful in 1 versus 1 and perhaps 2 versus 2, but I think in 3, in larger maps like Dead Marshes here, heroes are absolutely important. And besides that, Eomer was too late on his power points. After he did make his fort and he did have his ends, both me and B have a very strong defense and were able to defend our fortresses. And that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a good match, although not many experienced players were playing in it. I think you did see some interesting tactics here. Like I told you, when you lose your fortress, I almost never make it at the same place. I most of the times choose to make it near a corner where I will know that I will be able to defend it a lot better with only one single tower and of course some spearmen on the bottom. And yeah, that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. More videos coming soon. I'm not sure what video I'm going to upload later, but perhaps you guys will help me on that. I think our next video will be Predator and El Piero versus Necromancer and Erdem. A huge 2 versus 2 fight. I mean, not huge, a lot of matches. I think it's 6 matches in total, and it will be pretty interesting to see who is going to win. But that's for later, guys. Thanks for watching this one, and yeah, the next video will be up pretty soon.